what's the thing about the sport loneliness that makes it different than normal loneliness? Working for something you want, something you don't feel alive without. An obsession that makes you feel some purpose in life. And the loneliness is not really caused by anti-sociality. You can still have a talk with your friends, but the feeling of missing out on everything, the emptiness that you feel when you go to bed, when you're tired, that's the real fight. If you can't learn to love the process and the struggles that comes with chasing your dreams, you are not really ready to have a dream. You need to be a little bit gone, a little bit crazy sometimes. Not listen to anybody, your family, to your friends, because most people love to give their insecurities to you. Man, the truth is, literally everybody who is a sports person and literally everybody who has some achievements in sport or is very dedicated and very obsessed with sports will have some kind of loneliness. It's absolutely normal. It's absolutely normal when you're training 2 times a day, when you're giving everything that you have in training. In school, you're thinking about training, or in your work, you're thinking about training. You're just always thinking about training, you know. And when you're always thinking about training, it's impossible to don't feel stressed, to don't feel overwhelmed, to don't feel lonely. Probably in the first 1 month, it will be like that, brother. Probably in the first 2 months, it will be like that. But in reality, you either adapt to this loneliness, which I'm not really, I'm not really taking this as a loneliness, brother. I mean, you have a family, you probably have like a 2-member family, you have a few friends that you can always call and go out with. You can always find a time to go out for at least half an hour, 1 hour with them. You can always have a close members to you that you can say that they're your family, right? And you're still saying you're lonely. I mean, personally me, even if I only have my family with me, I will be smiling and I will be happy. And I think you should be happy with your family too. Because imagine there are people without families, man. And if you have your parents divorced, I'm really sorry for that. But still, you have one parent at home. Imagine not having anybody in your home. You can go to the street and talk to somebody. You can literally go to the street, first stranger, go talk to them. You have the social skills to do that. Or just talk to some grandpa in the park. You can always find that. Imagine the people who are blind. Imagine the people who are deaf. Imagine the people who don't have opportunities. Imagine the people that don't have everything that you have. So be a little bit grateful, you know. This kind of loneliness, for me, it's because you just get comfortable with always having someone to talk with. And when you always have somebody to talk with, you just lose your own voice. You lose your own identity. And this is the scariest thing, losing like your own identity, brother, because imagine this. Imagine not having time in the day where you're feeling your thoughts. You're just aware of your thoughts. Imagine not having a day like that. How would you feel? You will feel overwhelmed, you will feel stressed, because everybody is always telling you their opinions. Everybody is always telling you stuff in your brain, staying stimulated. And if you like that, alright. I mean, I'm not talking to you to stop having a social contact. If you like it, alright, go have it. But it's just with the sports, especially with the solo sports like swimming, running, and all of that, you become more aware of yourself and you stop talking that much, and you're just killing your own identity. And when you're killing your old identity, that feels painful. Your mind doesn't want it because it's something uncomfortable. If you're feeling this is like if you're feeling happy about the results that you will have from the sports, the body you will have, probably the money that can make from that sport or from personal coaching or from anything like that. If you feel satisfied with that and you're not caring that much that you lose your old identity, who was just comfortable with always talking to somebody, you take the risk, you take the sacrifice. But don't think you will lose your social skills, because right now I'm in this stage. I can say that for most people, my life will be lonely. I'm mostly training, eating, or sleeping, or working. I'm having a time mostly with my family. My family members are one of the only people that I'm talking to, except from the people in school. I'm having social contact. I'm going out for 1 hour, 2 hours. I haven't been to disco in like months. I haven't been to parties. I was just walked in. I was just working and training and resting and recovering. And I'm feeling happy that way. I'm feeling happier. You can only cure the loneliness if you stop seeing it as a loneliness. Because if you see it as just a normal thing, seeing it as just different personality, seeing it as just growing up, as just improving, you'll not really be punishing yourself that much. You'll not be feeling that feeling of missing out. You'll never feel behind, because if you're watching this, I'm claiming that you had probably lived that life of skipping training, being inconsistent, and not being satisfied with that. Because if you were satisfied with skipping training, training for health, not having goals in training, wanting a balanced life, to go out, to have like a free schedule, to do whatever you want, you probably wouldn't watch this video. But I guess you're suffering from inconsistency, you're suffering from fear of missing out, fear of not being enough, fear of insecurity. And the only way I cure this and keep training 2 times a day while going to school is to just telling myself there are people in worse positions than me. There are people who wish to be in my position, that will give their life to be in my position, to have the things that I have and have the opportunities that I have. And I'm saying I'm lonely. There are people who are not able to talk and to hear anything, and I'm still saying I'm lonely. Of course, as a human beings, we always want more and we're never satisfied. But feeling depressed and always complaining about your life and everything, this is a sin for me. Not being happy with your life is a sin to God, to me. Of course, you're gonna have periods where you don't feel good, where you don't feel satisfied with anything. You just want something different in your life. But Your decisions throughout the day, throughout the weeks, throughout the months, throughout the years are the reason how you're feeling right now. If you're feeling unhappy, that's because of the choices you did. If you're feeling happy, energetic, you're shredded, and you feel like you completed life, that's again from your decisions, and this is just from you. You are the reason of your future self and for your current self. You're the reason how your future self will feel and how you're currently feeling. Look at the sunny day, brother. Look at the good weather. Just look outside for a moment. Look outside and just appreciate life for a second. Appreciate the city that you're in. Appreciate the house or the apartment that you've got. Appreciate the country that you're in. Just appreciate everything, brother. Once you learn to appreciate it, appreciating what you have, appreciating what you want from life, that's just how you will feel happy. Even if you take my phone and everything that I have right now, just put me outside and I will look to the sky and say, thanks God from everything that you're giving to me. Thank God for the challenge that you gave to me, for the opportunities, for just everything. Thank God that I'm alive and I'm breathing right now.